what's up? It's Dylan Skelly Dunn. It has been quite a while. I don't know how long it's been. It feels like a while though, right? I feel like we haven't done this in a long time. My laptop's fixed, so we're gonna be doing this more frequently. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah. Do you have your drink? Because I have my drink. I'm slowly trying to make sure I drink a video and make sure I drink a video. That'd be real nice. Just grind it up like a smoothie. Drink a drink in every video, so maybe you guys think of drinks and then you hydrate, because I don't want you to dehydrate. This is me caring for you. So I'm gonna woo nice. All right. So I'm gonna say hey, this will be kind of different, but it's not gonna be any different than in the other ones. I'm still gonna talk for 10 minutes about really nothing, and I'm still gonna talk like you guys are right there, and not whoever you are in the world. I got a haircut. It's kind of not styled right now, but I'm living large, man. Living large. Got new haircut, new shirts. Harry's chilling in the background, waiting to drag me down. The hell. But yeah. So I was thinking, I was going to tell you another story about how weird my life has been. But then I was thinking in the car, and I had a question. I had a question for the world. Okay? You ready? All right. It's not a question. It's me ranting about how crappy of a moviegoer I am. It has to deal with crying, because what in my life doesn't have to deal with crying? So, alright. So, everyone cries occasionally. And, some people are just hashtag blessed with how they cry. Because there are some people who they cry, but it's they're not even crying. They get a few tears, and they sniffle, and they barely get red, and then that's that's them crying. That's them, crying. That's good. I'm wow, I'm so jealous. And then, you have the normal crier with some snot and some tears, and they look like they're really, really sad, and you just want to pat them on the back, it's cool. Because I don't know how to deal with crying, but you know what? I just hit my hand, but I'm gonna power through. Yeah, but then there's me, okay? I got cursed, man. I swear to God, I've been cursed, and it's just so bad, man. It's so bad. I don't know. When I cry, it's not one single manly Dean Winchester tear, or it's not cute little ones and I get all red, and it's OMG, they're such a cute crier. No. Man, when I cry, it is you don't get to poke a little hole in the floodgate and a little bit of water comes out. Nah, man. It's either I'm not crying or the floodgates have opened and it is raining down on me. It is raining men on me as I cry. Okay? Because literally I will cry and cry and cry and tears and snot, and I will start the bad thing about me is that when I'm the person that likes to make people laugh. So when I'm crying, I'll just start laughing. And I can't help it. It's so embarrassing. I'll just I'll be it's so loud. Okay, so now that we're on the subject of crying, I'm a sympathetic crier. And that totally sounds made up. And it probably could be, I don't know. But when I see people crying, and I'm not talking about a kid crying in a toy store because he didn't get the toy that he wanted. No. I'm talking about all right, I'll give you 2 examples. All right. So my friend and I, this is not a spoiler because I really don't remember this movie because I hated it so much. My friend and I went to see Ant-Man. Went and saw Ant-Man. Grammar. English. We saw Ant-Man. And, Ant-Man. So I don't know I could not tell you what happened in that movie. I was so, I don't really feel like I even saw it. But, there's this woman. I don't know her name. I think her name's Hope. I'll drink to that, some Hope. And for whatever reason, she sheds a couple tears in the movie. And I wasn't expecting it, because you think Ant-Man, what's gonna happen in Ant-Man? And literally, she sheds these tears, okay? And the next scene, he's freaking riding ants, in the grass, and it's not sad. But here I am. She shed these 2 tears, so I'm like, oh my god, she's crying, and it just opens some compartment inside of me that says, now you have to cry too. You can't let them feel awkward being the only one crying, even though they're on the screen. So I start bawling my eyes out in the middle of Ant-Man. In the middle of Ant-Man, while he's riding ants, I'm crying. And I'm like trying to like sniffle, and I'm like hiding my face, and she's laughing at me, and like the guy next to me is staring at me, and he taps his, whoever he's with, wife, girlfriend, I don't know. And she's like, it's a purse, and she hands me some tissues. And I'm like, thanks for not thinking I'm a weirdo. Yeah. Okay, so I cried during Ant-Man, and that's kind of like the crier that I am. But I'm going to tell you the time that I saw The Fault in Our Stars, because even though I'm not a John Green fan, my two friends, I'm not friends with any of them anymore. Push the bad out, man. Push the bad out. So I saw The Fault in Our Stars. I almost said The Fault in Our Ant-Man. What is The Fault in Our Ant-Man? So we went to see The Fault in Our Stars, right? All right, yeah, you know, I can spoil this movie, because if you haven't heard about it, you've had to live under a rock, because, you know, it was everywhere for a little while. And, you know, somebody dies. I won't spoil who. Somebody dies, because, you know, that's the whole entire thing's about cancer. So, I literally read the book, and I didn't shed a tear. I'm like, whatever. And so I'm like, the movie cannot be that bad. So none of my friends brought tissues. Like, we were just going to go, and we're like, this won't be that bad. I wish I was right more often in my life than I have been wrong. Because we freaking sit down, and like the entire movie, I'm so good. I'm not tearing up. I'm not like laughing. I'm just like, wow, this is a really okay movie. Okay, so then one of the characters dies, because you know it's going to happen. Like, that they set it up in the beginning because it's a cancer movie, so somebody has to die. Can't be happy. They can't all live and, like, go into remission and live the frickin' rest of their life. Nope. It has to be The Fault in Our Stars, Brutus. Our stars, and we have to die, but you know, whatever. So, one of them dies. And well, it's even before they die. Like, they're like deteriorating, like really bad. And so I start tearing up, because this person's tearing up and crying and all snot. And of course they don't want to die, because really, who does? Some people out there, I'm sorry if you do, but it'll get better. But anyway, okay. So they're like crying, and then me and my friend just kind of, this was like why you can't take me to a movie, because I start scream crying. I'm like crying, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. And then my friend next to me, she's like, crying, and we were so, like, we weren't loud, but, you know, we weren't quiet, so, like, you could hear us. And so I'm like crying, because this fictional freaking character just died, which, I mean, I shed a few tears for Bucky, but really I didn't want to shed these tears for this character from a John Green book. And I'm just like, and I start laughing, and I'm trying to tell myself jokes in my head to make myself not cry. So I'm like, I don't even know what kind of joke I was telling myself. Probably like, why was 6 afraid of 7? And then I'm like, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm like looking over at my friend, she's laughing and crying and like has her face like this. So I'm like, that's a good idea. So I go like this, and I'm still crying, and you could see it on my shirt that I'm crying, and I'm like, good, this is great. And then I look, hey, my dog's coming to join us. Come on in, Ginge. Come on. Come on. You can't really see her. But anyway, so then I look over to my other friend, and he's in the fetal position in the freaking, like, I don't even know how he fit into the seat, because you know movie seats are like that big, and you're just like, and some of them look kind, that's really nice, but these don't. And so he's like fetal positioned on the side, bawling. He like flipped his hoodie over, and he's bawling in the hood of his hoodie, and like we're all crying. And I hate sad movies. Why am I a sympathetic crier? It wasn't even like sad. It was just because they were crying. Because somebody died and I had to cry. I had to cry. Like, I don't even care. You like shed one tear and I'm like, oh my god, I have to cry with you. Cry or die, gang. So are you a sympathetic crier? Do you believe in that? What movie have you cried at? Do not watch Good Will Hunting with me because we will see some waterworks. Yeah, so please tell me you cry during movies or something. Because that would be nice. Ginge, the party doesn't start until I stop recording. Okay. Party is now started. She wants to go outside. I gotta take her out. Okay, thanks for watching.